The second half of Salt Lake Academy Griffins against the Cedar Valley Aviators. Ball brought down there, headed away by Brock, and number 8 puts that up in the middle. Tate with a slow down tackle. And ball swung over to the far left-hand side. It is going to be White throw-in. Hassan will be throwing the ball in. Ball over the head of Tyler and recovered by Black. Black just outside of the corner of the box. And a shot, it's going to go wide left by a few feet. That is what the Aviators want to have happen early on in this second half. And exactly what the Griffins do not want to have happen. Brock plays the ball over to the left-hand side, over to Gerald. Gerald back over to Brock. Brock takes a touch in the middle. Back over to Gerald. Gerald by the 18-yard line. Pauses the ball. Back over to Brock. Brock now on the right-hand side gets it over to Tyler. Tyler to Brock. Brock back over to Gerald. Gerald patiently waiting as Brock and Gerald pad their stats. Ball now slotted up on the right-hand side, brought down by White. Black's going to get there first. Brock has plenty of time. Just outside the box on the right-hand side, he toes it over to Bryson. Bryson up over to Tate. Tate switches the field over to the left-hand side. Over to Tyler. Tyler back in the middle over to Tate. Tate back over to Brock. Brock now over to Hassan. Hassan to Tate. Tate up to Tyler. Tyler over to the right-hand side to Hassan. Hassan cuts back, patiently building up from the back. Now over on the left-hand side to Gerald. Gerald plays the ball on the far left-hand side. Intended, I believe that was Parker. Tate now challenging for the ball. Black swinging the ball over to the left-hand side. Challenged by Tyler, and that ball is going to be kept in bounds. Tyler brings the ball down, lays it off over to Tate on the left-hand side. Tate has space. Right-footed pass over there to the Henry. Henry, right-footed again. He's got a runner over to Harper, and just outside of the box.
You were dying, but you were also moving, so.
And the Aviator goalkeeper is able to pick that one up, and he's going to drop kick that sucker high up over to the right-hand side. Henry getting it. No, that was Parker. Now to Henry. Ball dislodged, recovered by number 8. 8 cuts back, lays the ball back over to Parker. Parker to Tate. Tate back over to Gerald. Gerald puts the ball up in the center to 8, Juan. And Aviators now trying to put something together on the left-hand side. Hassan guarding the corner, recovered by Brock. Brock plays it over the left over to Juan. And that ball, can't see what's going on because of the canopy there. Black with the ball. Black stolen away by 8. 8 now at midfield. Ball played back, all ball called. Alec challenging for the ball. And that ball is kicked back, and then Bryson will be able to pick that one up. Bryson yeets it up over to the left-hand side over to Parker. Parker bringing the ball up past midfield, lays it up over to Tyler. Tyler, a heavy touch recovered by the Aviators. And ball swung over to the right-hand side. Hassan is able to get there. Unchallenged, Hassan past midfield. Slots it up into the middle to Harper. Recovered by Henry. Henry over the right-hand side over to Juan. Juan looking for different options. Puts it up in the center, trying to get to Harper. Not there. Cleared out by Black. Tate tackles the ball away, gets the ball over to Parker again. Parker, right-footed shot, and it's scooped up by the keeper. Ball booted up high to the right-hand side, brought down by Parker to Tate. Tate, pass over to Henry, completed. Henry moving into the middle on the left-hand side slightly, tried to get a runner, not there. Aviators recover, kick that ball in the far right channel. Nobody there, and it's going to be Gerald who gets there first. Gerald plays the ball to the center over to Brock. Brock with no pressure at the moment, plays it up to Harper. Harper to Hassan. Hassan patiently gives the ball back over to Brock, who chips it up in the middle. And that ball is recovered by Brock there. Brock dispossessed. Hassan able to clean it up. Over to Harper. Harper, a through ball on the right-hand side over to Juan. Juan taps it over in the middle with possession, cuts back over to the left, plays it up over to Harper in the box. Harper over to the right-hand side over to Parker. Parker sliding, saved by the Aviators, recovered. Henry trying to center the ball, trying to turn, dislodged, and it is going to be out of bounds. The call is black throw-in. Ball thrown on the left-hand side. Tyler gets a toe on it. Harper somehow dislodges the ball and a foul called against him. It'll be black free kick from basically the 18-yard line, maybe a few meters up higher. Black with a high kick up into the center, headed down, recovered by White, and a high kick there called against Alec results in a opportunity there for Black. Black from about midfield, run up, right-footed kick. It's going to go high up into the center, inside the box, headed down. Didn't see who really got that, but Henry on the right-hand side, left-hand side gets the ball over to Harper. Harper trying to cut the corner, able to maintain possession. Harper looking for options, lays it off on the left-hand side, chipped up into the center, and he's called offsides. It's the third offsides call against SLA this game so far. Not for lack of trying. The ball, right-footed kick up high, brought down by the Aviators. Hassan challenging, wins that challenge. Dispossessed. Now the Aviators on the right-hand side, and Parker's able to slow that ball down and clear that one out. And it's going to roll to the far left-hand side, up to Tyler. Tyler at midfield, slotting the ball for Harper, and that ball is cleared out by the Aviator keeper. Goes over the back of a couple of heads. Parker is going to be able to get there. Parker working the left-hand side, plays the ball back over to Tate. Tate takes a second, assesses the field, resets back over to Gerald. Gerald back up over to Tate. Tate back over to, unlucky. That was to Parker, but it went out of bounds. Ball thrown down the line. Parker gets there, and a foul called against Black. It'll be White throw-in. Ball put into play over to Tate. Tate right-footed pass up over to Tyler. Tyler back over to Gerald. Gerald assessing the pitch. Up the channel over to Tyler, past midfield. Tyler trying to get over to number 9, Alec. Alec back over to Tyler. Tyler to Henry. Henry chips the ball up, and it's going to be too much, and it'll be scooped up by the Aviator keeper. Giving instructions to his team to go down the pitch. He's going to boot this one. And he does. Hassan brings that ball down. Aviator's going to get there. And that's off of, the call is off of Black. It'll be white throw-in. Hassan looking for options, looking to throw the ball down the line. Hassan taking plenty of time, throws the ball in, trying to get it over to Alec, and it's cleared out by the Aviators. And over the back, called against Brock. Leapfrogging over his opponent there. So this will be a free kick opportunity for the Aviators. Ball placed about 40 yards out on the left-hand side from the goal line. Right-footed kick slotted up high, going to the left, and it goes wide left over the crossbar. And it looks like there's going to be a pause and play real quick while Aviators make a substitution.
Number 20, Spencer Bonds.
Gerald will be taking the goal kick. He gives it back over to Bryson. Bryson has a couple of touches, lays it over to the right-hand side over to Brock. Brock has space, challenged, dispossessed, and a challenge inside the box. Tate using his body to block off the angle. Ball rolled over to Tate now. Tate slots the ball over to Alec. Alec keeping that ball in bounds. No, and it goes out. It'll be throw-in for Black in front of their own bench. Ball thrown in high on the left-hand side. Brock jumping up. Heads that ball out. It'll be an Aviator throw-in. About 18 yards from the flag on the left-hand side. This ball will most likely be going into the box. Yes, it does. Brought down off of the back of Tate, and a diving save by Bryson. Bryson rolls the ball out to his left-hand side to Gerald. Gerald boots that ball, headed away by Black, and Gerald wins the header, but it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Black throwing. Black throws the ball down the line, headed, and that ball is going to roll out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for SLA. And it looks like SLA is going to make a couple of substitutes right now. Number 8, Juan, is coming off, and Tyson is coming on, number 7. Returning back to the goal kick for SLA. Right-footed, slotted over the right-hand side, just in front of Tyson, and kept in bounds and cleared out by Black. Hassan having to jump a fence to go get that ball. Hassan throws the ball into Tate. Tate shields the ball, keeps it in bounds, gives it over to Hassan. It's towed out. Black looking to capitalize on that opportunity. Tate gets a toe on it. Black recovers on the left-hand side. They have a runner chipped up and into the center, and Parker clears that ball out with his left foot. It is going to be Black throwing. Ball thrown into the center. Brock gets a toe on it over to Tyson. Tyson to Tyler, challenge in the middle. Tried to get it up over to Alec, I believe that is. Tyler recovers, gets it over to Henry on the left-hand side. Henry Working now towards the inside, tackled away, recovered by Henry though. Henry beats another man, resets back over to Tate, and a foul called against Black, resulting in a free kick opportunity. Ball played down the line, immediately intercepted and off of Black. It'll be Parker looking to throw this ball in. He throws it into Tate. Tate over to Parker. Parker down the line. Ball up, and the call is off of White, so it'll be Black throwing. Thrown down the right side line, headed out by Gerald. Another Black throw in. Ref blowing a whistle here, telling the player to take a few steps back. Thrown down the line. Gerald using his body, and again out of bounds. It'll be Black throw-in. They've worked it all the way down the sideline, all the way into their attacking third, just from throw-ins.
Coming over for the Aviators, number 25, Connor Brown.
Pause and play. Another substitute for the Aviators. Ball thrown in quickly by Black. Black looking to turn the corner. Henry on defense. Ball chipped over by the corner flag. Stuffed out, recovered by Parker. Parker juggling the ball in the air, brought down by Black. No, it'll be Harper who gets there first. Harper lays it off over to Tyson. Tyson challenged. Gets the ball over to Tate in traffic. Tate, his pass intended for Henry. Tyson gets there. And Black chipping the ball over to the right-hand side. Parker with plenty of time to get it. Over by the corner flag, he plays it to Gerald. Gerald has time and space. Lobs the ball up high, brought down by Tyler. Tyler puts the ball in the center over to Tate. Tate cuts back, gives it over to Tyler. Tyler back over to Tate. Tate over the through to Tyler. Tyler challenge in the middle. Maintains possession, trying to get it through to Harper. Unable to get there. Ball cleared out, chipped up again by Parker. Gerald's getting a toe on it. It's going to go out of bounds. The call is White throwing. And a couple of substitutes. Tate coming off, Jose coming on, and a couple other players. Ball thrown down the left-hand side. Harper chasing to get the ball there. Harper trying to turn the corner and cleared out by Black. Gerald is able to recover against the line. He's tackled away, dispossessed. Gerald regains possession with a nice Maradona move, gives it back over. Ball slotted up over to Tyler. Tyler pushed from behind, no foul called. Gerald regains possession and resets back over to Jose. Jose feigns a pass to Bryson. Bryson back up over to Gerald. Gerald over to Parker. Parker on the left-hand side, centered over to Tyler. Tyler chipped it up, intended for Parker, but it wasn't there, and it'll be Aviator goal kick, or drop kick. Ball headed headed up, recovered. Ball over on the left-hand side. And a challenge there. Nobody really won. Alec getting there. Black is going to emerge with the ball on the right-hand side. Black now on the counterattack. A nutmeg, recovering. Black still with the ball. Shimmies to the right and towed out of bounds by Parker. Gonna pause and play for a substitute for Cedar Valley.
Coming on for the Aviators, number 8, Andrew Lyon. For number 10, Adrian Spolveda.
Black throw in. Ball bounced up high, headed up by White. Alec getting the ball. Brought down by number 5. His pass is intercepted, recovered by Parker. Parker still challenging for the ball, and a foul called against Parker. This is going to be a free kick about 17 or so yards out on the far right-hand side. Two-man wall for SLA. Signal given, run up, right-footed, lobbed up into the center, headed back, and it goes wide left. It looks like a couple of more subs potentially for SLA, yes. Looks like Ryder is coming on and Cooper is coming on for Alec and Harper. And it's also a water break. be a goal kick for SLA here. Ball played over to the far right-hand side over to Brock. Brock gets it to Tyler, back over to Brock. Brock on the right-hand side at the top of his defensive third, beats the man and is tripped up. It'll be white free kick. Ball played over to Tyler. Tyler in the middle, over to Gerald. Gerald to the far left-hand side to Jose. Jose, right-footed kick on the right-hand side. His pass is intercepted. Jose picks the ball back up, puts it over to Gerald. Gerald back over to Jose. A little bit far for him. Jose's able to cut back, though. Jose back to Gerald. Gerald. No foul called, and a trip up there. It'll be white free kick just before midfield. Ball put into play on the left-hand side quickly over to Parker. Parker cuts on the inside, gets it over to Tyler. Tyler in traffic. Cuts back to his left. Plays it wide left to Parker again. Parker cuts back, beats the man, plays it over to the left-hand side to number 5. And that ball is going to go out of bounds. It will be goal kick for Cedar Valley. Ball kicked up over to the far right-hand side, and it goes out of bounds directly on top of the canopy of the Griffin bench. Ball thrown in from Parker to Gerald to Jose. Jose back over to Brock, now at midfield on the right-hand side. Brock up the middle again to Gerald. Gerald cuts back, plays the ball to the right-hand side. Hassan, one touch over to Tyson. Tyson gonna go over to his right. Ball dispossessed. Tyson is able to maintain possession though. 1-2 backheel flick and kicked out of bounds by Cedar Valley. It'll result in a corner kick for the Griffins. So it'll be number 10, Ryder, who will be taking the kick. Ball placed down, signal given, run up. It's going to go far on the left-hand side, headed out by Black, and cleared out. Parker recovers the ball back on the right-hand side. Ryder shimmies to his right, just inside the box, shielding the ball. Places up in the center. That pass intended for Tyson is intercepted, and that ball is cleared out. Kept in bounds. Brock is able to get a toe on it. Gerald will pick up the scraps. Places the ball up in the center. One touch over to Ryder to Tyler. Trying to get that ball up over to Cooper. And it's kicked out of bounds. It'll be white throw-in. Hassan looking to throw the ball in. He throws it in the middle to Tyler in traffic. That ball is headed away, towed out by Black. Brock is able to keep that in. His pass intended for Cooper potentially was recovered by Black. Black resets to their keeper. Keeper, the right-hand side of the top of his box, boots the ball to the right-hand side, headed down by Parker. Parker to Tyler. Tyler to Gerald. Gerald to Parker. Parker up the middle, intended for Ryder, shielding the ball, dispossessed. Black emerging with the ball. Tyler trying to get a body on there. Black escapes, gets the ball up into their attacking third, and is cleared out by Jose. Gerald picks the ball up, right-footed kick, swinging it over to the right-hand side. No runner there, intended maybe for Tyson. The Cedar Valley keeper will pick it up as he gets ready to drop kick the ball from the top left corner of his box. Ball bouncing in front of the defensive line. Ryder shielding. Cedar Valley getting a toe on it. Jumping over the back, no foul called. Brock is able to bring that one down. Now Raff, Gerald trying to get in on it. And that ball is kicked out of bounds. The call is off of white. It'll be black throw-in.
Coming on for the Aviators, number 21, Isaac Butters. Number 8, Andrew Line.
Black throws the ball down the line. And the ball is dispossessed, kicked out of bounds by Brock. Black throwing in about 20 yards out, throw it into the center. Trying to turn the corner at the top of the box, dispossessed. Tyler with a tackle. Tyler throws a through ball intended for Cooper, but Cedar Valley's keeper is going to get there. Brought down by Ryder. Ryder cuts back, stays up from getting down on one knee. Tyler dispossessed. Ball played over to the right-hand side and rolls out of bounds. It'll be white throwing. Parker to Gerald. Gerald plays it back to Brock. Brock to Tyson. Back over to Brock. Ball kicked up over to the far right-hand side, trying to get over to Cooper to body him and challenge there. Cooper dodging the Cedar Valley keeper, who's commanding his team to move up for this deep drop kick from the top left corner of the PK box. Ball brought down. Cedar Valley, no, it will be Tyson emerging with the ball. Tyson puts the ball in the center, a one-touch kick over to Hassan. Hassan inside the box, looking for options, chips it in the center over to Tyson. Tyson shoots and scores. Hassan with the assist and Tyson with the goal. The score now 3-1. Cedar Valley player over by the top left corner of the box. Off screen was helped off of the pitch and substituted out. Kickoff for Cedar Valley. That ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a Griffin throw-in. Ball played in by the Griffins. Tyler in traffic. Reset back to Jose. Jose feigns a pass, lays it up in the middle over to Ryder. Ryder lets that ball roll through, plays it up in the middle, intended for Cooper. Played back though. Cedar Valley challenging Gerald gets the ball, and it'll be scooped up by Cedar Valley's keeper. Drop kick. Brought down, nice touch there by Tyler. Ball dislodged, it's recovered. I believe that is Gerald, resets to Tyler. Tyler moving more into the center. Tyler slotting the ball on the left-hand side, intended for number 5. pass was intercepted. Tyler heading that ball back. Players down on the ground. Ryder lays it off over to Gerald on the right-hand side. Gerald over to Tyson. Tyson in the center, and it'll be cleared out by Cedar Valley. And that ball is going to roll out of bounds. It'll be a Griffin throw-in. Hassan throws the ball down the line, intended for Tyson. Cedar Valley gets there first. Cooper gets a toe on the ball. Ryder somehow emerges with it amongst the scrum and kicked out of bounds. It'll be White throw-in. And it looks like a substitute for...
Coming on for the Aviators, number 13, Jackson Potter.
SLA. Tate coming on for Gerald.
For number 15, Liam McElroy.
And it looks like it is Raf coming on. So Hassan throwing the ball in. Hassan throws the ball down the line to RJ Tyson on the line, kept the ball in, and it's Cedar Valley who will get there first. Picked up by their keeper. Ball kicked up high on the left-hand side. Brock stretching out like Gumby to get there. Tackled away. Tate now emerging with the ball, playing it on the left-hand side. And no runner there, but it was intended for Branson. Picked up by Ryder. Ryder at the far side. Over to Jose. Jose down the slot to RJ. RJ over to Tate. Takes to touch, tackled away, and reset back to their keeper. And RJ going in. That ball goes out of bounds, up into the stands, and it will be White throw-in, I believe. And another substitute here for SLA. I believe it is Tyler coming off. Hassan now throwing the ball in to Tyson. Tyson emerging with the ball. Tyson up over to RJ. RJ back heel toe in a scrum cleared out by Black, and a foul called against White. Black right-footed kick on the ground. Tate shimmies or bodies the ball out. Tate's going to recover the ball on the midfield on the left-hand slide. Slots the ball over. Beautiful ball over to Branson. Oh, no, that's number 9. Number 9 resets over to Tyson. Oh, and the ball rolls off of his back foot. It'll be a White throw-in. I would have thought that would have been Black, but White throw-in is the call. So Hassan looking for options, looking down the field, throws in the center, trying to get it to RJ. RJ chests the ball, puts it in the center, still using his body, shielding the ball away, lays it off, and cleared out by Cedar Valley. Jose gets the ball over to Tate in the center. Tate resets back to Brock. Brock back over to Jose on the left-hand side, past midfield. Heavy touch there. Recovered by Jose. Jose over to Brock. The entire SLA defense is past midfield now. Brock up at the top. Plays the ball in the center over to RJ. One touch intended for Ryder. It'll be Hassan who gets that. One touch over to Tyson to Hassan. Hassan lays it up over the center. Oh, a miscommunication. That ball is still live. Jose chips the ball over, and it's going to go out of bounds. It will be goal kick.
on for the Aviators, number 15, Liam McElroy. Number 18, Kobe Wells.
Goal kick for the Aviators. There was a substitute there. I believe Tyson came off. And ball is up on the far right-hand side. In traffic, Jose over to Raf. Raf slots it on the left-hand side. RJ with the backheel pass over to Ryder. Ryder intended for Alec. Not there. Black brings the ball down. A challenge by Jose. White with the Maradona move on the left-hand side, approaching the box. Trying to get it before it goes out. No, it rolls out of bounds. It will be goal kick for Cedar Valley. Ball up high in the air over to the right-hand side. I believe that is Jose or Raf who headed that ball down. RJ trying to get there, and that ball is cleared well out of bounds by Cedar Valley. It'll be a throw-in for the Griffins at the top of their attacking third. Ball thrown down the line over the head, and it's going to be too much, and it'll be goal kick for Cedar Valley.
Coming on for the Aviators, number 14, Gonzalo Rosario. Number 13, Jackson Potter.
Ball kicked from the left-hand side this time. Kept on the left. Over the heads of a couple of players will be White thrown in front of the black bench. Hassan with the throw-in. Down the line. Intended for RJ. And a foul throw. Again, the fourth one in the game. Ball tipped up by Brock. Hassan trying to shield that, keeps it in bounds, and it is called looks like a throw-in. Hassan to Tate. Tate brings the ball down, lays it off over to Brock. Brock puts it in the center over to Bryson. Bryson, who hasn't seen the ball in a while, kicks the ball over the left-hand side over to Raf. Raf, with space and time, plays the ball down to RJ, and a heavy touch. It'll be Black throw-in. Black throws the ball in, chested up by Ryder. Ryder heading the ball. Ryder cuts back, looking for options, plays it on the left-hand side, intended for RJ. It is going to be a foot race. Ball shielded out. RJ somehow gets the ball, and no foul called and cleared out by Cedar Valley. That ball is long and reaching the attacking third, and Tate recovers the ball on the left-hand side, tackled away, and Tate again on the line, keeps it, gives it to Raf over to RJ. RJ down the line, bodied. Black with the throw-in. Black keeping the ball in bounds and putting it up in the center. They have a runner, and it hits his left foot. A nice sequence of events there for Cedar Valley. And in the final 30 seconds of the second half, Salt Lake Academy Griffins are up with a score of 3-1. Bryson with the goal kick up high, brought down. Black is going to get there first. Ball towed away, chipped up, and that is just outside the box, picked up by the SLA defense. Down the line over to Henry. Henry resets back over to Brock, and Brock back over to Bryson, and the final score is Salt Lake Academy 3, Cedar Valley 1.